Sean. Let me know when you can hear me. Sorry for the delay. I know I'm a little bit behind today. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Oh, I like your light fixture. It looks cool. In your
Oh,
house. Love it. How's everything going with the new home and packing, unpacking, I mean, and kind of settling in?
it's getting there.
Yeah.
It's
Making
getting
it your
there.
own. I know you said you had some projects you wanted to do. I feel like that's pretty normal. My brother and his girlfriend are doing projects on their first house. Well, fiance, I'm sorry, fiance now. She was his girlfriend for so long. I just got used to calling her that.
Fair. No,
Yeah, they dated
it's
like 8 years, so long time. But they just got their first house and they've got a lot of projects for it too. So,
yeah, and it's one of those like something minor turns into something major, but you got to
mm.
let it go until you
Oh
can.
yeah.
Because like I went through like my kitchen's like literally like right over here, like
Oh.
there. Um, and at first it has the recessed lighting. Um, one bulb was out, one bulb was having like grand mob seizures when you would turn it on or turn it off.
Oh no.
And so I only had like two and a half functioning lights. So I swapped out all the bulbs for like the white lights, the white bulbs. Well, I have to get a ladder to get up there because they're like 10, 11 feet in the air. Um, so on a ladder, trying to unscrew one of the bulbs, I'm like, why is this whole thing turning?
Oh yikes.
And I'm like, so I take the cover off. The cup is secured, but the fixture isn't. So like the whole time I'm trying to unscrew this bulb, like the thing's just turning. So I'm like, I'm 11 feet in the air and I am not electrically inclined. I'm like, I will deal with this another time. Got the bulb out and got the new one in, but I'm like, all right, that's going on the list. Just one of those like I wouldn't have been so frustrated, but I got those bulbs replaced and I replaced the bulbs in the bathroom. It's $104 for light bulbs.
Oh man.
Like
Yikes.
what the F?
That's so expensive.
Oh, and then like it wasn't even like I was getting like the fancy lights either. The
Wow.
bulbs that I got for the kitchen were literally a contractor pack because just to get four of those bulbs was the same as a box that had 12. So I'm like, screw it, I'll go with 12 and I'll have spares. But it's
Wow.
like, this is freaking ridiculous.
Oh.
I'm like, this sucks. But yeah, there's a lot of projects. A lot of projects.
Yeah. Oh. Well, hopefully, it all come together quickly and you won't feel like it's so much.
There we go.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you're getting a lot done and that it is coming together, even if it's slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Then uh, let's go ahead and try playing through our key. Do you feel like I feel like we're about ready to kind of move on to a new key? We've been
I'd
working
be
through all the different keys.
I'd be good to move on to another key.
Yeah, so we've been working through our minors. So we are on 6 sharps and flats is what we just did. So now we're at the maximum, 7 sharps and flats, and we're working through our minor keys. All right, so do you want to start with sharps or flats?
Dealer's choice.
Okay, let's do so we're gonna do 7 flats. So we have
Okay.
B, E, A, D, and then G, C, and F. So everything is flat, which means we're in what would be your major key for that? It would be C flat major. So if it's minor, what would it be then? We go to C flat, which is the B, and you go one, two, three half steps down. It's A flat
I was gonna say,
minor. So you're
I was gonna say
starting
it's
on
an
A
A
flat.
key. Okay, so I was gonna say it takes me a little bit to process it in my head because I got to run through the FCTG all right,
That's okay.
and then like okay, so C and three back is A. Okay,
Yeah. So A flat minor. So your right hand, you're going to put two finger on the A flat, and then three on B flat. Your thumb is going to go under to the C flat, which is the same as the B. You're going to have two, three on D flat, E flat. Thumb is going to go to the F flat, which is the E, and then G flat and A flat is two, three. So now if you're doing one octave, but I tend to prefer to think in terms of like two, three, four, and two, three for the multi-octave.
okay,
In that case, we're always going to be on two, three, four on the three black keys, and then two, three on the two black keys. Your thumb is always going to go to the C flat and the F flat. All right, so if you line it up, you're going to go three, four, one, two, three, one, two, three, four, one, two, three, one, two, three, four, right? So you can start on two, three just because it's a little easier, but just for the purpose of like processing mentally, I like to personally go three, four, one, two, three, one, two, three, four, one, two, three, where it's always the four is on the B flat.
okay,
So you've got the option there. Let's go ahead and do two octaves this time. So we're going to
okay,
go right hand three, four on A flat, B flat, thumb on C flat, which is B, two, three, D flat, E flat, thumb on F flat, and then two, three on G flat, A flat, and then continue and do the two octaves.
okay. So okay, so I just need to remember thumb on B or C flat and E or F flat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes, correct.
not too terrible. Okay.
Great. All right. And do you feel comfortable going up and back down?
Yeah, I mean, it was starting on the 3/4 is a lot easier for the multi octave.
Great. Okay, so then I'm going to have you try. Let's have you go ahead and we're going to do the left hand. So it's the same idea where your two, three, and four are going to be on the three black keys, and your two and three are going to be on the two black keys, and your thumbs are going to go on the ones that are not black keys. All right, so for that, then you're going to start on your three on A flat, two on B flat, thumb, C flat, three, two on D flat, E flat, thumb on F flat, and then four, three, two on G flat, right? So G flat is always that four finger.
Okay. Okay. Not too terrible. The down is a little funny. Oop, oop. So yeah, 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 yeah. There it is.
Great.
Okay. I try to speed it up as I go just to make sure that I'm getting the finger placement correct so that yeah, it's right there. So I know that F natural key is gonna be dodgy. Okay. Give this the old community college try here. Yep, yep. There it is. It's that F natural key. That's gonna be the bane of my existence in this one.
Yeah.
Ooh, how did I end up here? And I'm in the left hand, but somehow I managed to land on the first octave A flat on my two, which is like
Ah.
freaking me out there. So, okay, I just didn't go far enough. So, hands together, I know that I need to pay attention to my left.
Yeah.
Not too hateful.
All right,
So,
nice.
ooh, arpeggios on this are going to be weird. Nope. A, A flat, C flat, E flat, A flat, E flat, or C flat, E flat. Nope. E flat, E flat, C flat, A flat, E flat. Okay, there it is. That ooh. So multi-octave on the arpeggios is challenging in the left hand. Very challenging.
Yeah.
Mostly on the decline.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Yeah, that's the decline is definitely going to be a arpeggio decline is definitely going to be something I need to work on. So right now, for arpeggios in the right hand, I've got two, one, two, three, one, two, and four. I don't know why. It's how my hand. That's where my hand went. So 2, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5. There we go. So that's 5, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 3. Okay. Yeah, the left hand is a lot more challenging. When it comes to the arpeggios, really, because I've got 3, 1, which already feels off. 4, 2. Nope, that's even worse. 5, 4, 2, 1, and then in recovering from that, it's weird. Yeah, definitely a left hand arpeggio is going to be a challenge.
Yeah. Okay, so then I want you to work on just that natural minor this week. Can we
Okay.
try going through and doing all of the chords in this key as well?
Excuse me. Mm, yes. Okay. So A flat minor. Ooh. Yep, that sounds right. That's a that's a natural, isn't it? B flat.
Yes, it's gonna be so B flat is B flat, but then C flat is the regular B natural.
Yes. Ooh. Not as complex as I thought it was going to be.
That's great.
There it is. So ironically, it's that B natural that's kind of hosing me up because I don't like, for some strange reason, I want to go to the D flat on that,
Hmm.
which because I have the first and the fifth in the right place,
Yeah.
there that third doesn't sound necessarily wrong until you play it properly. So what it's supposed to be, what I was playing, which based on the sound, I'm gonna go with if I accidentally use that D flat, that's a diminished chord, isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah. Diminished two? Dim two? I don't know.
So how do we make a diminished chord? You make a minor chord and then you lower the fifth a half step. So
So
what's our root?
so there our root is that B natural.
Okay. And then is that C flat,
No. Well, yeah, no, yes, you're right. C flat.
right? So then a third up is the E, so E flat. And then G flat would make it major, right? So to make
Yeah.
it minor, we need E. E flat is going to become E double flat because it's C flat, E double flat, and then G flat. So to make it diminished, it would be C flat, E double flat, G double flat.
Huh. It works. Interesting. But yeah, so far the chords aren't as like taxing as I thought they'd be.
That's good. That's awesome. All right. So you need to keep practicing that this week. And then let's go ahead and try our Hanon exercise. Are we on number 6?
Yes.
Great.
Uh, Oops. Ah, change back. There we go. Okay. All right, this is always the one that just because it's got that weird transition. And then it's nope. Dagnabbit. Every time. Look at the oop, oop, ah. Oop. Eh? Oh, that would help. Uh, it's the transition that still to this day, like just it trips me up because mm, G, G. Ah, that's what it is. Okay. Okay. So it's that two just that measure from of transition that I still need to work on a little bit.
Hmm.
Because I noticed I wasn't even I just kind of get into the muscle memory and I just wasn't paying attention. It's B, G, F, G, E, G, E, C.
Okay.
And I need to remember that because then it's back to the so that's how it I'm like 'cause I'm like how is it transition when I'm just literally just going back to that and I'm like so
Yeah.
that's gonna be my focus on this one is getting that cleaned up.
Okay.
FYI, that's not too loud, is it?
Nope.
Okay, just want to make sure. That's what
Great.
I was worried about last week because it
Oh, no, you're good.
like no like the return's like right there. So
Yeah.
like it's not too loud for me to hear you or to hear myself play, but I was just like I want to make sure it's not annoying.
Yeah. Okay,
I,
good. So we know we need to keep working on that. Can we also do the one, the exercise in your book?
yes, and I totally don't remember which was um uh think we were still doing four. I don't remember.
I think so. I think you're right.
All right. Because I remember it was really, really, really similar. So Dude. Or- Um, so then it jumps to C, C, C. Ah, yeah, yeah. Ah, dang, I better messed that one up. Yeah, it's that pattern on the decline that I don't know why it just whoops me in the buttocks.
Oh,
I don't, and I think it's just the like most of these exercises relatively stick to a pattern. This one
yeah.
completely deviates, and then like not only that, it's a shift because like the ascending pattern is the so C it ends on that middle C.
Yeah.
So it's that and then it's so the two problems I have are there in this one are also the transition, but it's finger placement, not notes.
Yeah.
So on the decline, it goes back to C3, C4, C4, or C3, D3, E3, C4, and then it's like, okay, oh crap, what do I do?
Yeah.
And that's if I'm gonna lose it, if I'm gonna lose the pattern, that's where it's gonna be. It's after the it's like, okay, which the next indicated note is on F, which is on 4. And that's where it like kind of gets me.
Okay.
So what I'm on some of these, it's easier to, and I'm not saying this is right, don't get me wrong. It's easier to get the pattern and then figure out like, okay, so I know it's C, so it's C, C, 2, 3, and I'm like, okay, play it real slow. C, 4 on F, C, G on 3, C, 2 on A, C, and I'm like, okay, that leaves me with one whole step between my 2 and my 1. So now we go to the next one, B. Oop. So it's just kind of a matter of figuring out my hand placement on that one.
Okay.
Excuse me. So little work probably polishing that one up as well.
That's okay. No problem at all. Yeah. Can we look at our Bach piece?
Yes. Did a little work on this one. Um, Still kind of shabby hands together. Not kind of. It's very shabby hands together. Hands separate. I'm moderately confident. The second half of this piece in the left hand, uh, it's it's a struggle point because it's one of those types of songs. It's one of those pieces where when you isolate something,
Sure.
it sounds awful. Like just by that it itself, that section, just these 3 lines, I'm like, this sounds terrible by itself.
Yeah.
Put it together, it makes sense. Um, so I've been trying to work on the left hand a little bit more on this one for several reasons. Mainly because the primary like measure that um the timing of that is difficult with the right hand for me.
Mhm.
It's just one of those, unless I slow it down to where it's like the count doesn't even matter anymore.
Sure.
That's the only way I can play it. Hand Hands together. There's just because I'm like, huh?
Okay.
Like, how is this like at a recommended pace or tempo of 69?
Sure.
How?
Well, not yet.
I'm just like it's like I can't get it to line up at the right spots just yet, so it's still very challenging hands together.
Yeah.
Um, but for the most part, like the hand separates, right hand feeling a lot more confident. Left hand, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
So do we want to start hands separate?
Let's go ahead and try hands together once, just so I can hear where it's at. And then if we need to, we can go back and try
All
hands
right.
separate.
It's your ear's funeral, not mine. All right. Yep. Now the fun measure hands together. Yep. Doop, 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 doop. So like I said, very dodgy hands together. Very dodgy hands together.
Yeah.
Like I have to take like I basically have to like be like, okay, we're not gonna count. Like
Yeah.
all. Um the again, I've experimented with the second half a bit. Um and that's how I know like the left and right hand together sound great. The left hand isolated sounds awful. Just because I mean, it starts out just like, ugh.
So that means we've got to work on that. Yeah. So what would you say is the number one thing you want to do this week to help with that?
Um, I think I need to work a little more. I want to verify something. Yeah, it's a D sharp.
Yep.
Ugh. Like, why would you do that? Yeah, it's E, D sharp, B, E, B, E. Like it's that measure that just like it's like okay. I'm like uh, there it is. But yeah, I've like I really also need to kind of do this as well. Only problem with black pen on black and white paper. Okay. Ugh, bleh. Like the E and the G together for some reason just sound terrible.
Oh. That means we gotta get used to that sound because obviously right now your ear is telling you it's wrong when you know that it actually is right. Yeah.
Yeah, this and it this is one of those just one of those measures.
Hmm.
Yeah. Uh, ugh. It just ugh. It makes my eye want to give out just hearing it. Like no.
Oh.
Like I mean, again, isolated, not a problem.
Yeah.
And then I isolate like it's that D sharp in the left hand. Ironically, all of it in in the right hand, totally fine.
Yeah. That's something we got to work on. Okay. So then you also have your Cordify pieces that you're doing each week, and you also have the other pieces that we talked about that you had the sheet music for that are just like passion pieces that we're working on. So for this week, what's going to be your main priority, your main goal for your practice sessions?
Drilling a little bit of uh the new key.
Okay.
Um, cleaning up that transition from ascending to descending in the Hanon. Um, also cleaning up a little in the one left hand exercise. Um, and then a lot of focus on trying to hands together the Bach piece.
Hmm.
Like a lot. I think that's gonna be the primary focus. Um, I went through the level four Moonlight Sonata
Yeah.
arrangement that we had.
Great.
Um, there are notes in it that I don't quite understand.
Okay.
It's right around measure 10.
Okay, so maybe we should start with that one next time we meet. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Another thing you maybe could do is try to put in some like write in your notes there.
I've done it. So that's part of what I did with it. I mean, for the
Yeah.
part, it's not terrible. It
Okay.
there's a literal like when I say notes, I mean like note, not the playable notes, but the notation. It's took me a minute to get this. So also, I feel a little derpy. L L dot H dot same notes as previously in R dot H dot, and I'm like, huh? And it's like, oh,
Yeah,
left hand same notes as previously in right hand, and I'm like, wait, what? So
right.
I'm not like, so my right hand becomes my left hand, and then based on the notation, so they started it starts on the E. Actually, no, yes. So and it's pretty straightforward, but the here you've got the it's so, and I'm assuming it's just okay. Now my left hand takes over that for the so so the hand the left the the A G F D. Oop, no, it's A. So it's a way low A, and that's the last like deep note on that first sheet because the left hand the left hand takes over what the right hand was doing at that point. And I believe that that's what the note is trying to say. So it's just it took me a minute. It was really weird. I'm like, but what? Huh? Just took me a minute. But it's it's weird attempting the original arrangement and now doing it a different one. It's a little squirrely. Feels a little weird, but I'm going with it. So yeah, maybe we can start off the next session with that one.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Sounds good. All right, nice. So, really nice work today, Sean. It sounds like you actually are doing really good work, even with the move and everything you've got going on. So,
Trying
keep up
to.
the good practice. Let's start with this one next time we meet, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All
I'll see you next Sunday. Bye, Sean.
right. Bye.